up everyone, I am the God, and welcome back to FriendSim. We have more friends to make, stresses song and otherwise. Another night, another ramble. A classic song comes back to you as you continue on your way. Some of it, the good old earth wisdom about a specific kind of footwear being made for walking. You wish you had that kind of footwear right now, in this current chapter of your life. Or any footwear for that matter. You definitely learned your lesson about getting overexcited at the prospect of new friends and running out in nothing but a bathrobe. Oh, who are you kidding? Maybe not in that particular bathrobe way, but chances are high that wasn't the last time you'll fly off into the buoyant afterglow of an intense friendgasm. Tyzias Entykk. Just up ahead, you see a troll leave her hive, muttering to herself. She's holding an unstable mountain of papers and books with one arm, using her free arm to hold the mug steady. She isn't paying attention to you, which is fine. Don't get it twisted. You'd love to make another friend. You just understand now it's a weird flighty thing. Some trolls you mesh with, some you don't. You smile at her just in case, but when she walks right by you without stopping and shrug, this planet is chock full of friendly weirdos. You'll live. You only take a few more steps before the sound of her absolutely eating shit on the sidewalk makes you turn. It happens fast enough so you only really see the aftermath of upended books and papers raining down in a relatively wide circle around her. Oh, globes. Damn ass rock. She sits up, but that's as far as she bothers to get, after taking a sip from her mug, which somehow must have stayed level in her grip during her fall. She sighs and gets to work gathering it all up with her free hand. Yeah, this checks out. There's a thing that would happen to me. It's not like everything else to be doing. You've seen a teen movie or two in your day? You know this trope. The cool kid helps the unpopular nerd after they fall like a chump and embarrass themselves. Then slowly the pair establishes trust. By the time the credits rolls, they've gone and fallen in love. Not that you necessarily want to fall in love, or that you're under the delusion that you are in any way cooler than her, but still, it's tried and true, and also a pretty standard decent person thing to do. So, like the decent person you hope to be, you skedaddle on over, you stop short just in front of her wide-flung ring of items. You want to make sure she's not going to yell at you or murder you or anything before you interfere. What? JK, busted ass, I know it's a scene. Well, what are you waiting for? Be a good bystander, stop standing by. She gestures at kind of all around her, and that's confirmation enough. You bend to pick up a heavy-looking book, and there it is, emblazoned right on the cover. A gavel, a humongo fucker of a judgment implement too, with spines all around the handle. Dread creeps up your spine. You slowly slide your gaze from the book cover to its owner. She doesn't have any ostentationally heme-coloured clothes on. Though, wow, she's sporting socks and sandals. Maybe you are cooler than her. But the very prominent eye bags tinge teal. Ah, globes. A lawyer. It's not like you don't appreciate your one lawyer friend for who he is. It's just, you aren't sure you have it in you to sneak your way into the heart of another. You got kinda lucky last time. The scales of judgment in your heart start weighing your chances. Let's pick up more papers. This will be useful. Start making neat piles of all her stuff. After watching you for a second, like she's making sure you're not screwing it up, she dramatically heaves herself to her feet and joins in the effort. Oh, I don't have time for this shit. Make sure to keep the B-34s together in my red folder. Look down at your current pile. B. That's the one with the little hook top, right? Or is that G? Sweat pricks at the temples. You've gone and picked up a little bit of written Alternian here and there, but you're still not anywhere near competent at it. Sifting through the papers, you search for anything familiar. You make out a few words, but there are just a lot of those little guys in these papers. And you got performance anxiety. Oh, right. You probably still can't read. You look up at her, startled. How can she tell? Well, I mean, you don't look much like a troll. And there isn't a gargantuan mental leap to see me not from around here. But I've also heard about you. You straighten up. Any press is good press when it comes to friends discussing you, right? Teals talk. Oh, unfortunately. Oh. She puts her mug down on the ground and picks up a fallen book, talking as she flips to whatever page she's looking for. That little asshole is going to have even more unfortunate crap to say to me when he finds out I set us all back by dropping half our group project in the ditch. She paces in flustered circles until she finds a bookmark among the debris. Flicking a wet leaf off it, she shoves it in the open spine of the book and slams it closed. Whatever. I can't think about that yet. Gotta get all this back in order first. Right, yeah, the ordering of stuff. You keep at it, doing the best you can to keep similar looking things together. You can feel her eyes on your back and you turn to face judgment. You basically got it right, actually. You did say you were quick at the draw. I'm Tyzias, by the way. She doesn't so much as smile as you, grimace. It looks mostly pleased, as exhausted expressions go. That's as good friendship building material as any other. You've certainly started with worse than being complimented. The breeze plays at the end of her frizzy hair, ruffling a few pages while it's at it. Now that you aren't frantically trying to prove your helpfulness and have a moment to think, you don't know if the sidewalk is the best place to be starting from scratch with the whole filing system. You open your mouth to tell her as much when a huge plappergast follows in Breeze Jr.'s wake, blowing the neat stacks back into chaos. Mother grubbing. She sinks back slowly down into the snow globe of paper, takes a long sip from her mug sitting next to her, and tilts her head back and unleashes a single deep gut holler. You scuttle around, catching documents out of the air until the dust is gone. It's not that Tyzias doesn't seem capable, it's just that she seems a bit burnt out. You know what it's like to feel like when you're at the end of your rope. So now that you have half a swing and grab at a handle of things here, you feel like it's your turn to do the heavy friendship lifting. Probably best that she take a breather if she's that burnt out. You know a breaking point when you see one. You weren't expecting it so early in a potential friendship encounter, but still, it's clear that this troll needs some time to chill. This is a mess, yeah? She swings the pendulum of her chin over to glare deadened knives at your guts. Okay, yes, it is a mess, but it seems like maybe, just perhaps, it'll be best to sort of put a pin in it all, to suck air in and out of your insufflation sacs or whatever, and just get it together for a minute. No group projects were ever aced when the clear leader was not at her peak mental performance. She wrinkles up her nose and closes her eyes. You know what? Fine. Fuck it. Not all of it, of course, but this night specifically, and everything I and anyone I know have thought extensively about before in my life. So that just leaves you. What do you have in mind, friend? Because I'm all out of ideas. Though what still does a number on you no matter how many times you hear it used flippantly. You have an idea already, so you hurriedly gather her shit into extremely unorganized piles, which she drops off into a hive to deal with later. You half expect her to just not come back out, but she does. She's kept only one heavily annotated tome in her mug, which she nods at when she speaks. I know, but these are for just in case. Anyway, do your worst. With a salute and a few gentle tugs at Tyzias' sleeve to keep her moving, you get along. You and your Alternian pals have taken turns leading each other to some pretty wild places in your time here. The place you take Tyzias to, though, is somewhere you haven't shared with her or anyone. It's where you come back to on days when you can't find a friend or don't want to impose on any of the ones you've made. It's on the outskirts of town where the buildings are spread thinner until the landscape cuts upward into a jagged cliff face. Bolted onto the side of a rock is a tower, or what's left of one. It's basically a heap of scaffolding and rusting out ladders holding up a good half-covered platform. It's been a good place to staunch teaming and stargaze. Do I give off an outdoorsy vibe to you? Does my half-on-top button-up with paltry muscle mass scream, would love to scurry up a dilapidated relic? You kind of worry about her hating your plan, but you kind of feel like she'd complain no matter where you took her. And at this point, the die is cast. So, heave-ho, you say, it's stronger than it looks. You offer to hold her stuff for her during the ascent. She gives you the book, but clutches the mug against her chest. You know better than to pry, but you're dying a little, wondering why she's so weird about it. Unless she's got liqueur made from viscera in there. Or maybe her Lucis gave her the mug, so it's special. Could be both. You shrug and start climbing. Like you thought she would, she follows you, and like before, she complains about it the whole time. And like the structure itself, you both weather it fine. At the top, she looks around. Is this your hive? It's a little more like a hideout. You still feel pretty shy about it. It's not as fancy as your friends' hives, and you don't have any weird animal parent to make snacks for you or anything. There's only little keepsakes and you picked up along the way to set up in the creaky old table next to some complicated old tech you couldn't get to power on. This must be an old watchtower from when that was part of her imperial bitchiness's preferred method of surveillance. She runs a hand over the dusty screen. Oh, Trizza, you've learned about her? No. Her bigger, badder off-world counterpart, the Condes. You look at the rusted barrels, some terrifying weapon mounted in the corner, and then out over to the landscape and sprawling town. In the distance, smoke rises from a freshly demolished hive, glinting in the moonlight. Drones circle it like buzzards. It's been like this here for a while then. You sit down, your legs dangling off the side of the platform. Tyzias joins you, safe distance away from the edge. That is one hell of an understatement. But yeah, we've got a time-honored status quo in operation here. Streamlined, efficient, brutal. Tyzias looks miserable. That's not what you're going for. You sum up the old Roy G. Biv in your head for the thousandth time. Who is he? She should be safe, right? Teals are like middle class, and anyway, she's a lawyer. She's got the powers that be on her side. Saying so doesn't seem to cheer her up at all. I mean, you're not wrong, but being in a position to benefit from the system doesn't make the system more morally palatable. And if I'm being real about it, it's more me being forced to uphold it than anything else. She nods towards the book in your hands. Oh, right. How does this all work anyway? Can she just not be a lawyer? And aren't they good ones? Yeah, I can quit if I want to get called. There's always the choice. She sighs. It's not like I expect suffering to ever stop completely. It just seems like an awful lot of work to do to make sure it keeps happening. And that's the entire job of a Legislacerator. Unless you're purple enough to get away with it, you're just guilty no matter what. It's just a matter of going through all the fanfare of a trial, all for the same results. It's sick, but it's so normal by now that no one knows how to begin questioning it. She looks more exhausted now than she did during the paper explosion. Oof. Like when you've used up all your sadness, and all you have is a deep, broken fatigue. This isn't exactly the rejuvenating getaway you envisioned. There's just so much injustice. You continue to try to be positive. Are there no political parties, some secret underground movements or anything? Sure, most low-casters may have a healthy, fatalistic nonchalance about their situations, but there's got to be something else out there. There were a few people who tried to stir up shit back in the day. It was all kind of hushed up and hard to find any information on the history of them, though. Definitely not the kind of thing they teach you in Legislacerator training. One was a mutant, and the other had wings, so I guess they didn't have much of a chance anyway. You can't imagine the story having a happy ending, but you still want to know more. There's the subtlest shift in her tone of voice now that she's doing more than only complaining. Draws you in. One of them seems to have gathered enough of a following to have become a kind of religious figure, from what little I can find about him. The other one led a military revolt. They both were killed along with their attempts at change. I don't even know what happened to their compatriots. She stops to squint at you. I don't know how you got me talking like this, but in the fucking spirit of the night, I'm just gonna keep going. If it wasn't clear, I'm telling you these things that can get me immediately cold. So, please be chill. You are so chill. The chillest. And also pretty colourable yourself. Good point. She squints at you a little longer and then stares out into the night. Her jaw muscle clenches a few times before she speaks. I have some ideas. She's still not looking at you, but she sits up a little straighter. You feel your own spine following suit almost on its own. All of us trained to be legislacers like to practice throwing our weight around. Some of us more than others, which I guess your first-hand experience with, but we don't have much real power yet. But we will, though, if we pass our exams, which I will. I've been staying up most days, studying every documented piece about the law, and some underground stuff too, when I find it. There are exploitable loopholes I don't know about. If I can establish myself as a major player, I might have a chance to change things. Some things you can only take apart from the inside out. By now she's built up a fevered energy, even with the sluggish way she talks. When you shift in your seat, she kinda snaps out of it. Oh, sorry. I guess I got a little worked up. I don't exactly get to talk about this very often. It's kind of overwhelming to think about how fucked up every little thing is, all the time. But now that I see it clearly, I can't not do something. It's like Alternian is a giant fire, and I'm pissing on a tiny corner of it, while the rest of it burns up around me. Your brain is buzzing with how real all that felt. You can't really add anything to it, so you just nod. Are things are less abysmal where you're from? Oh boy, in ways, yeah. At home, the accused gets someone called a defendant, at least. As in, they get a defense. Her eyes brighten. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Does the justice system work? You exhale slowly, trying to buy yourself time to encapsulate all your planet's various cultures, societal structures, and simply overwhelming list of injustice in an intelligent blurb. You settle in. Not always. Not for everyone. Her laugh was short and hollow. So much for enlightened life forms existing somewhere in the universe. You guess until a more kind and just alien life form comes to take over, you'll have to make do with each other. Yeah, you're not so bad. I'd take on an oppressive regime with you anytime. She gives you an arm and awkward tap with her fist, and then looks back out over the edge. Anyway, I'm no religious figure or military strategist. There's gotta be someone out there who is. Gotta use what skills I have, I guess, until I find them. What the fuck would I do with my time? Keep pissing on that fire is the best anyone can do, you reckon? That and get the others hydrated enough to do the same. She laughs. Keep on pissing, huh? I'll drink to that. She takes a big swig from the mug. After a beat, she silently and without looking at you extends her arm in your way. You stare into the mug's depths, a little unnerved. It doesn't look like viscera, but you've been burnt before. It won't kill you. You're not sure what it will do, but Tyzias is truthful. So, if nothing else, so bottoms up. The fuck? It's water! Tyzias grins and taps her temple with her claw. Gotta give the people something. Otherwise, they might think I'm the way I am on my own. Then where would we be? You don't know. Many people think it can be helpful, you know, sometimes. Shh. I'm fine. You're not convinced. Okay, I'll admit it. It's not a bad idea to relax every once in a while. Get your priorities straight. This was a decent time. You're glad she's glad, but mostly you just talked the whole time about the same stuff that she was overwhelmed by to begin with. Does that even count? You've learned a lot, but she still was pretty wiped. As soon as you think that, she yawns. She's so driven, you shiver a bit when you imagine what she could do if she took the time to rest for real. You pat the pile of blankets next to you. There's no bed, or table sofa slide for that matter, but it's gotten you through enough. She looks warily at you and yawns again. I guess Malusis and my mate Sprit will just think I'm at the book hive anyway. Wondering that wouldn't hurt. I'll get up early tomorrow and reorganize a stupid busy work project. She tentatively lowers herself down into the blankets. Her eyes close for a brief second before they snap open again, glaring at you with full force. Don't doubt me either. I've got it under control. Oh, you have zero doubts in her abilities, you say. She curls up back under against herself, and a small rattle of contentedness shakes in her throat. Out in the distance, the blaze is dimmed to a thin plume of smoke. You hope whoever's hive it was okay. You're not sleepy, so you'll keep watch to make sure she gets up by sunrise. You tilt your head back and look up at the unfamiliar constellations. Your head feels full. It's intense and not exactly what you call happy. But you know, you're feeling it with her, and that's far from nothing. Well, better not let us wake up at sunrise, because that's what nocturnals need. Unless you're Jade, and she's not. Another friend. But thank you so much for watching. Stick about if you want to see some more friends. If you know, just sit tight and stay shining for me.